Good morning, 7th class. We have completed with the chapter first. Now, today we are doing some questions. So, firstly, I will recall you what you have learned or what you have studied yesterday. That all organisms take food and utilize it to get energy for the growth and maintenance of their bodies. Means all living organisms they require food to utilize it to get energy for the growth and maintenance of their bodies. Then second one, that is green plants synthesize their food themselves by the process of photosynthesis, and they are said to be autotrophs as they are preparing their own food. Third, that plants use simple chemical substances like carbon dioxide, water, minerals for the synthesis of food. For making the food, plants are using carbon dioxide, water and minerals. Then fourth, that is chlorophyll and sunlight are the essential requirement for the photosynthesis. Without chlorophyll and sunlight, plants cannot prepare their food. Now, complex chemical substances such as carbohydrates are the products of photosynthesis. And during photosynthesis, you can say carbohydrates are produced and carbon dioxide is released. Then solar energy is stored by the leaves with the help of chlorophyll, and solar energy it is stored by the leaves with the help of chlorophyll, which gives green color to the leaves. Then oxygen is produced during photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, oxygen is produced. Then oxygen released in photosynthesis is utilized by other organisms for their survival. Oxygen released in photosynthesis is utilized by us for our survival. Then fungi derive nutrition from dead and decaying matter. Fungi, they are getting their food from dead and decaying matter. They are called saprotrophs. And plants like Cuscuta are parasites. And plants like Cuscuta are said to be parasites. They take food from the host plant. The example which I have given you, Amarbel. Then next, a few plants and all animals are dependent on other for their nutrition and are called heterotrophs. Means plants and animals which depend on other plants for their food and nutrition, they are said to be heterotrophs. This what you have learned, you have to study. Now we are going to do exercise today and you have to note down these questions in your copy. Why do organisms need to take food? All you have to search from the what I have taught yesterday. You have to search and you have to give the answer. Why do organisms need to take food? Then second one, distinguish between a parasite and a saprotroph. You have to make a table and you have to write that what are parasites and what are saprotrophs in one column. And distinguish means you have to differentiate between a parasite and a saprotroph. Then how would you test the presence of starch in leaves? Here is an activity. How you can test the presence of starch in leaves. Then give a brief description of the process of synthesis of food in green plants. How green plants they make their food. You have to give a small description. Then show with the help of a sketch that the plants are ultimate source of food. There is a sketch in the chapter only. You have to make a sketch to show that plants are the ultimate source of food. Means we are getting food from plants only. Now fill in the blanks we have to do. Green plants are dashed since they synthesize their own food. Green plants are called autotrophs since they synthesize their own food. The food synthesized by the plants is stored as carbohydrates. The food synthesized by the plants is stored as carbohydrate. In photosynthesis, solar energy is captured by the pigment called, which pigment is that? That is chlorophyll. In photosynthesis, solar energy is captured by the pigment called chlorophyll. Then during photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen gas. During photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen gas. Now, name the following. A parasitic plant with yellow, slender and tubular stem. You have to search these answers by yourself from the chapter only. Only one name you have to write. A parasitic plant with yellow, slender and tubular stem. You have to search and you have to write these answers by yourself. Then a plant that has both autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. A plant which have both means they can make their food and they are heterotrophic mode of nutrition. What they are called? The pores through which leaves exchange gases. The pores through which leaves exchange gases. What they are called? You have to write. Now take the correct answers. You have true false is that Amarbel is an example of autotroph, parasite, saprotroph or host. You have to search and you have to do Amarbel. We have studied just now in this chapter only. The plant which traps and feeds on insect is called Cuscuta, China rose, pitcher plant or rose. You have to search and you have to write. And these all you have studied in 6th class also. So think about that and then give the answer. Then match the following of this chapter. Chlorophyll, where it is present? It is present in leaf. Nitrogen. Now nitrogen it is present is made by bacteria only. Then Amarbel, it is a parasitic plant. Animals, they are heterotrophs, and insects, pitcher plant. Okay, you have to complete this, match the following. Now true false. Carbon dioxide is released during photosynthesis. Is it right or wrong? You have to search and you have to write. Then plants which synthesize their food themselves are called saprotrophs. Whether it is right or wrong, you have to do. Then the product of photosynthesis is not a protein. Then what is there? What is the product? You have to write. Then solar energy is converted into chemical energy during photosynthesis. Solar energy is converted into chemical energy during photosynthesis. Whether it is right or wrong, you have to search and you have to do. Choose the correct, because this chapter you have studied in 6th class and now you are studying again. Choose the correct option from the following. You have to choose the correct options from the following. Which part of the plants get carbon dioxide from the air for photosynthesis? Which part of the plant gets carbon dioxide from the air for photosynthesis? That are root hair, stomata, leaf veins or sepals. 12th question, that is choose the correct option from the following. Plants take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere mainly through their roots, stem, flowers or leaves. How the plants take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere? So from roots, stem, flowers or leaves. And this is all about the chapter today, and you have to search the question answers and you have to write in your notebook. So goodbye children, and we will continue with the chapter tomorrow, next chapter.